Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. Hope you're doing well, and today we're talking about a little bit of Star Wars and a little bit of Alita Battle Angel. I know there's a lot of people out there that are very excited for the Alita Battle Angel news that came out today, and so I will be covering that in a second. But first I wanted to talk about this news which did indeed break earlier today, which is that they have officially declared that the next Star Wars trilogy will indeed be Benioff and Weiss, which means that Rian Johnson's trilogy seems to be ever more an afterthought, and it really does beg the question, are we ever actually going to get the trilogy? Is this trilogy going to be officially canceled at any point, or are they possibly going to say he's going to stay on as an advisor or a producer, but he's not actually going to do anything? Or God forbid, is he going to be the one that writes the trilogy that are directed by Benioff and Weiss? Wouldn't that be something? If you want to talk about subversion expectations, if you want to see a movie that is going to be the peak of subversion, let that movie happen. Seriously, Star Wars, I dare you to let that happen. Let Benioff and Weiss direct a film written by Rian Johnson. Please give us that. If you want to have the entire death of Star Wars to be completely confirmed, that is how you do that. Because seriously, these are guys who have shown that when they don't have a good writer behind them, they can't produce good content as far as stories are concerned. I'm still going to defend the actors behind Game of Thrones. I'm still going to defend all of the other tech people behind the cameras. But when it comes to them as writers and as creators, they obviously really don't know how to, craft a good story with good character arcs because they have no real knowledge of writing and writing arcs in general. Again, interesting fact. But we do understand that this is a good thing because it means that Rian Johnson's trilogy very likely at this point is either going to have been canceled or is just going to be in perpetual pre-production hell to the point where it might not ever get officially released. So it might not be him actually getting officially fired or not. I still personally believe the way it's going to happen is that Rian Johnson's going to say that he decided to move on to something else, or they're going to say because of creative differences. It's not going to be oh, we fired him because he sucks and because he broke Star Wars. It's going to be because, and it's going to be amicable, I'm betting. And that's just the way things work in Hollywood sometimes, even though many of us are able to speculate and know that there are probably some other things going on behind the scenes, because even though we know Rian Johnson is very well liked by Kathleen Kennedy, we also know that Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm has not really been the best for Star Wars, especially when you look at the ever-growing decline that the whole series has been on ever since she took over and ever since The Force Awakens came out. Because even The Force Awakens, made some fans mad, but guess what? Enough were able to be happy and say, okay, but you know what? Maybe they can fix these issues. Yeah, we never got the main three back on screen for any times again after that, but at the very least we have some interesting character arcs that seem to be developing. And then of course Rian Johnson comes around and says, oh, screw all that, who cares? But it's official. Rian Johnson trilogy not going to be the next one. The next Star Wars film that we will be getting is by Benioff and Weiss, or as we've been calling them on the channel, Dumb and Dumber, or Dan and Dave, whatever it is you want to call them. Two guys that have no idea what they're doing when it comes to writing a story when they don't have a good writer behind them. But more exciting news than that, and very positive news for all the people saying, oh, you're so negative. I'm the critic who's a cynic. What did you expect? But one thing I really like this movie, like this year, and specifically my favorite movie so far of this year, I honestly think that John Wick Chapter 3 is going to end up taking over that spot, but still, Alita will definitely be in my top 3 at that point. I mean, it's going to be my number 2 at that point. But Alita Battle Angel now finally has. It finally has an official release date on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and HD as well. And so as you see it up there, digital HD, and this is from the foxmovies.com website. So this is the official website, and they're saying July 9th is when it'll be available on digital, and that the Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, Ultra HD will be available July 23rd. Now, there aren't any active links yet. You'll see these links to Amazon Video, and you'll see that they have these links to Amazon. However, no pre-orders are available yet. So it sounds to me like someone just put this out there. There really wasn't that much of an official press release about this either. Basically, I think that someone who's a huge fan of Alita Battle Angel was just on the website and saw this and said, oh my gosh, they finally now have made it live, or at the very least, someone was making a video and covered the same news also. But it is exciting because we're finally now getting not only a DVD release, but also we're officially getting a 4K release, and I'm very excited because I fully plan to buy the 4K, and the reason why is because I think this movie is beautiful. I think this movie deserves to be seen in the highest quality possible, but also I'm guaranteeing that we're going to have some awesome special features. When you have that 4K Blu-ray disc, it's probably going to be at least 2 discs, one of which is going to have special features on it. And to be honest, I would love to see more behind the scenes stuff about how they were able to create this character, how they were able to create this beautiful world of Iron City, and how they were able to craft this really incredible visual story. I know that this movie is not for everyone. This is a movie that definitely is not going to please all people, but I would say I think there's enough in there that most audiences and most people who have seen it kind of seem to insinuate this is the case, that there's enough in here for most people to be able to like at the end of the day. But are you an Alita Battle Angel fan? Are you excited about this news? Again, July 9th this is going to be the digital copy, so Amazon Video, Google Play, iTunes, etc. Digital will be available July 9th, which to me is way too far away. Honestly, it just pisses me off that we're having to wait that long to get it, seeing that it came out in February, and most films get a Blu-ray DVD release like 3 months out or so. So it sucks that we're getting closer to 5 to 6 months out. But hey, gotta take things as we are, gotta take things as they are, and to have at least a release date, an official release date, and not just some second-party site, which, if you go by those second-party sites, guess what? This is the reason why I said not to trust them, because these are not the same dates that they had. So anyone that was buying pre-orders over there, you might actually end up getting your products, because they very well could be smaller chains in other countries that will eventually get you your products, but they're not going to tell you, they're not going to be honest with you. Until it comes from an official source, you cannot trust them. And so, July 9th, if you want to give it on digital, or if you're like me and you want to get the 4K Ultra HD, again, the 4K Blu-ray, it'll be available on July 23rd. And as soon as pre-orders go live, I will let you guys know. I will do a follow-up video, and I'll have those links in the description as soon as that becomes available, because I know you guys are excited about it. I know that I'm excited about it, and I cannot wait to actually pre-order it, and I cannot wait to find out what features we're going to be getting on this 4K release. So what are y'all's thoughts about Alita Battle Angel? Are you excited to finally have it? And just to give you kind of a little bit of an update, because obviously I haven't done a box office update in a while, because it pretty much is gone. It's only in playing, I think, maybe like 2 screens at most. It might actually have, as of this weekend, now finally been out of all screens, of all theaters at this point as well. But I'm trying to see if we can find out boxofficemojo.com. All right, let's see. Alita Battle Angel. It's still worldwide. It's still the 5th highest grossing film of the year. That's going to end, unfortunately. It's no longer going to be in the top 5 after, I would say, maybe 2-3 weeks from now, because I think Godzilla is definitely going to be able to make a crap ton of money. Aladdin has that chance, one way or the other. It could be a huge flop, which I'm kind of hoping for, because I want them just to stop with all this remake nonsense, but it could also make a crap ton of money also. So as you can see up here, worldwide $404.7 million, keeping in mind that this film has already done much better, financially speaking, than Edge of Tomorrow, and Edge of Tomorrow has been announced for a sequel. This is a film that's made $405 million. It needed to make $430 million to break even, but as I was saying before in my previous videos, as long as these Blu-ray, DVD, HD, digital sales are able to produce, I would say at least $30 million, making it definitely profitable at that point, that there's going to be no reason for them to not make a sequel. Now, whether or not it's going to be an actual movie, whether or not that it's going to be a series, or whether or not they're going to try and cut that production budget, since it's now under the Disney umbrella as far as distribution goes, because obviously it seems that Avatar is going to be a Disney product because it was on the Disney calendar, meaning that James Cameron, because that's his baby, is playing ball with them. It seems likely that he will keep Alita Battle Angel also under the Disney brand, because it would make little sense for him to go elsewhere when he's already committed his baby Avatar to 5 movies under the Disney brand. With all that being said, though, it does seem like a chance that this film will instead become a series, which, again, if they do it right, it could be fine. But I honestly think that if this series is going to be done right, it should be on the big screen, it should be in the highest quality possible, and also it should have as much money as they need for it. It's making money. It's going to make its money back. It's going to make some profit, and I think that that is what we need to focus on. Anyway, guys, please let me know your thoughts on this, and also let me know your thoughts on the fact that now Star Wars Trilogy has been officially confirmed, that Rian Johnson is not getting a Star Wars film for at least the next several years, keeping in mind that this first movie that's going to be coming out is going to be in 2022, meaning that by the time their franchise is over, by the time their trilogy is done, what we're going to end up having is we're going to have a period of time long, seriously, it goes until 2026. So their series starts in 2022, 2 more Starfields coming every other year through 2026, meaning that it's going to be another 7 years if they are going to actually keep Rian Johnson as a trilogy director. It's going to be another 7 years before that happens. Do you honestly think that they are going to keep Rian Johnson on the hook for 7 years to write a trilogy? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Now, whether or not that means they transfer it over to a series on the streaming network, or whether or not they just say, all right, creative differences, we're going to leave you behind, I don't know. But all I can tell you is this. If they try and honestly put his trilogy into the theater, which we won't know for another 7 freaking years, man, oh man. Can't wait to see the box office receipts on that. And it's going to be hilarious. Anyway, guys, please let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you like this video, smash the like button, give me a subscribe. You're all amazing and beautiful people. Have a wonderful day. Please, ooh, I know, my dog is frustrated as well. River is always mad at all these craziness things going on. But please make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. Please make sure that subscribe button is still hit. Make sure the bell is hit as well, because YouTube has been playing a lot of footsie with subscriptions and with their algorithm, which has been screwing a lot of us up. But still, hey, as long as you're here, that's why that's the only thing I really care about. You guys are all amazing and beautiful people. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.